There's a new law that's being proposed by the EU that would effectively destroy the internet, but not in the way you think, not in a net neutrality way, but in the way we communicate each other vis-a-vis memes. It's called Article 13, and it basically would be able to force social media platforms and other service providers to preemptively block copyrighted content during uploads unless permission has been specifically granted by the rights holder. Now, this would be very hard for the sites to control, and two, for regular netizens such as ourselves to be able to employ, abide.
Function. Do the things we do on a regular basis.
So some people who make memes didn't like that memes could be banned, so they've been fighting the ban with more memes, and it's mainly with the EU's flag, with different stuff put in place of the stars, or maybe the stars are
from SpongeBob.
SpongeBob stars, or Drake's just there for some reason. I don't see the point of this necessarily. It does remind me a lot of the Sopa Pipa
I remember my Pipa
fight back in the 2013, and it didn't end up passing. I just don't see how you would enforce this. I mean, what if there's an internet video where there's something in the background, like there's a picture of Mario? What do we do with that? Did we have to ask Nintendo before we entered this room? Is YouTube going to be able to differentiate what it is and take it off?
And the quick answer is no.
Of
and the
course
track
not.
record that YouTube specifically has is a big no. They have basically gone through different levels of resistance, I guess, to like what YouTube and whatever larger internet entity does. I get the idea that you should not use other people's copyright images. Unfortunately, when you have a big tech company, they just try to go like, well, we'll solve that problem right now, and we won't think about anything else. We'll just find all the copyrighted images, we'll flag all of them, we'll solve all of that problem. And then you go, like I have a friend who helped design like the thing on YouTube that goes through all the videos and sees as if you're using anyone else's clips. And he was like, wow, it was great, right? It's amazing, we found all of them. It's like, well, no, the law should protect people who are trying to use those in such instances as satire, parody, and then have some kind of fair use defense. But the tech companies frequently, to save their own asses, overreach and overgeneralize in terms of what they're trying to do to fix the problem.
That's a good point, because people who are against Article 13 are pointing out that typically when this kind of thing happens, what the companies do is take the most draconian method they could possibly do, and that is to remove everything. Maybe even if you got permission, the filter doesn't know you got permission. Maybe if it looks kind of similar, the filter might not catch that. Also, there's something interesting that was brought up by Cory Doctorow, which is there's a lot of stuff on a method right now called copy fraud, or rather falsely crying copyright infringement. This could happen a lot, and also there's no penalty for this. I mean, it's happened, I've seen it happen frequently to channels that had explicitly had permission to do show certain clips because that is what the channel does. Mm-hmm. And then if people didn't, or if copyright holders didn't like what they said about it editorially, they just used that they pulled the license and said, we can't do this anymore. But they wouldn't have otherwise.
Wait, and then there's no way really that in every situation this software can identify the original rights holder. Baked into like our fair use law in America is this concept that if you can't find the original rights holder, then you can use it.
Well, I try to understand what is the point of this law? Who is it protecting? Is it stopping something that's actually damaging? And when you look at the way people communicate, perhaps through memes, perhaps through reaction gifts, whatever, no, it's not meant to demean or tarnish a reputation for the most part. It's just, I don't understand the point of it.
It depends. So like the Fat Jewish was like taking other people's creative, personal memes.
I can see being angry about that.
And so this probably helps that. I think the larger reason why it's getting put into place is because it is the dominant strategy of people like the EU and people like Google, Facebook, whatever, to side with the large media corporation when they say, please flag any inappropriate use of our original content. Of course, Eric, because those are the two groups that can go toe-to-toe monetarily in some kind of like litigation saying, all right, here's a copyright infringement suit.
No, I mean, even going off your example of someone stealing other people's memes, they made a joke, so you could say that is their property.
But Fat Jewish was just saying like, here's this joke
Yeah, I
that
know.
someone else did, and he was claiming credit without crediting people.
That's what I think is not okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, otherwise, I don't see how this is harmful. This isn't like, you know, you put up a picture of Drake doing that thing, you know, and it's like, oh, does this hurt Drake? Should Drake be suing everyone?
Right.
And it's like, no, he probably doesn't care. He might even like it.
Exactly. It's beneficial to him because he is now a meme.
I don't know. So
What we're saying is be nice to Drake.
Be nicer to Drake. He's a dad, everyone. But also,
It's true.
this vote is going on July 5th. So if you would like to participate in the memery, now is the time to do it before that vote comes to pass. We will see what happens very soon.